Basel beat Benfica in the remaining fixtures. But we've worked it out mathematically that Manchester United will go through if they avoid a 7-goal defeat. So I think they're fairly safe. Right, we can hear from Daley Blind, who's talking to Paul Dempsey.
Well, Daley, it looked like...
There's a few statistics here. Obviously, the passing and possession dominated by Manchester United. We so often see these statistics, don't we? And they're always interesting. But the one that really matters, Basel 1, Manchester United 0.
Yeah, on the night it's the one that matters. Yeah. In terms of the group, as we keep saying, they'll be fine. You don't want any repercussions from that. It was sort of a bad feeling about the second half performance, a bit like Liverpool last night. So now Jose Mourinho, he won't be happy with that second half, but it's his job and the players' job to come for the weekend.
It's the same sort of thing in many ways as Liverpool last night. It can affect your morale if you allow it to, but ultimately United are going to go through, and they're almost certainly going to go through as group winners. They just need a point in that last game.
Yeah, of course. You know, they'll qualify comfortable. I'm sure they'll win the home game that's left. Same as Liverpool before the game last night. You think go to Seville, get a point is a decent result, but it's the way it happens, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth because both second half performances were nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, there's the group once again to tell you that Manchester United just got to avoid a 7-goal defeat at home to CSKA Moscow. I think even if Uzlot still played, we could just about manage to do that. They could have had a penalty as well, Basel. I know you had a slight difference of opinion among our panellists this evening. Frank, you didn't think so.
No, I did think so.
You did think so. It's Stevie that thought it was.
No, I did think so. I think the problem here for the Basel player is that he gets the touch there on him. He gets brought down first, but then after, there's a touch here, which to me is a penalty. But then he carries on looking for it, flicks the leg out, over-accentuates the dive.
Probably ruins it for himself.
And probably does, but I mean here there's contact. It's a lazy tackle.
I don't think every contact's a penalty though, and I think it was very little, and I think the players tried to kid the referee and added the dive to it to try and get a penalty. Now for me to say that,
you must think
Manchester United. I feel really strongly about it.
That's all right, you're allowed to disagree. You know, never quite worked for you as players together, so understandable.
Nice.
Been waiting for that, haven't you?
Yes.
What do you think? You've got the deciding vote.
I thought it was a pen.
Yeah.
I thought Rocco he was lucky to get away with it. And but listen, when you stand square in the box like that, you're giving the opponent a chance to actually get something off you. He could have gone either way, but he went and got a penalty. I thought he should have had it. Yeah.
OK, well, Manchester United for a minute, they've been stuttering in... I mean, they were excellent at the weekend, but prior to that, they'd had a few iffy results. Where are they?
I think the concerning thing for me is they need to get Lukaku back on track. I think he's so important to this team in terms of goals and intimidating defenders. I don't think they're getting the service into him. Yeah,
I'm going to say, if you're playing up front and the team's not playing well, it's not easy.
And I don't think they're getting the service into him. I don't think the service is coming into him. When it does come, I don't think it's come quick enough. And the quality of that service isn't good enough. And then at times when he does get the ball, he looks like he's cold and he hasn't seen the ball for a while and he's a bit slapdash with his touch and stuff. So they need to start, I think, the combinations up front need to improve to actually enhance their chances of being successful for the next coming few games.
OK, we'll take a little breather. After the break, we'll have more reaction from Basel when we'll hear from that man. It'll be Manchester United in Basel. I think it's fair to say they're very comfortable and should be ahead, but it remains goalless.
Yeah, it's been a very professional performance, what we alluded to before the game. Fellaini's been a threat in the box, had numerous chances, I think United should be leading this game with the chances they've had, but they've looked very comfortable, very confident. Away at Basel, tough place to go. I think Jose will be happy. Yeah,
if it stays like this, Manchester United will go through as group winners. We've picked out a couple of moments. The closest probably hit the post woodwork a couple of times. Rocco hit the bar, deflected shot. Frank?
Yeah, I mean, long shot when he takes it on, you wonder why, but gets a deflection. Unfortunate, catches it pretty well, and the keeper's not getting anywhere near that.
Long way out.
It's a long way. As I said, deflection makes it almost, well, the keeper's out of the game at that point, but hits the bar.
And, well, the man who looked most like scoring, as Rio said, Stephen, was Fellaini. A number of opportunities. Surprise in the air.
Yeah, he's a big threat in the air. I think United have caused Basel all kinds of problems getting the ball in from wide areas. You know, they could have scored on a couple of occasions, and I think that's why Fellaini's in the team, not only to try and score with chances like that, but he's also a big help defensively on set pieces as well.
This is where he's best. This is where you want to see him. You don't want to see him. I don't like seeing him pick up the ball for centre halves.
Mind you, he should score there.
He should be throwing his head at that and putting it in the back of the net.
Tremendous cross. Tremendous cross.
Perfect ball in, and then the only other opportunity, not long before half-time, fabulous run from Martial, couldn't quite finish it off, Frank.
Yeah, I mean, in open play, I think either hitting Fellaini or Lukaku trying to break the line, or Martial with his pace, great close control. Ends up a tight angle, does everything right, really. The keeper makes a good save there.
They'll wear them down in the end, do you think, Rio?
Yeah, I think they will. I think Rashford's come off the bench many times. I see him coming off the bench today and making an impact. I think that, but at the same time, the way the game's gone, the way the result is, the way they're in control of the game, I think Jose will be very calm and settled in the dressing room.
Don't expect him to make any drastic changes. He doesn't need to win this game. They can win this group with just a draw.
Yeah.
And he's quite pragmatic, Jose.
He's pragmatic. He spoke before about minutes of players, so will Zlatan get some more minutes, introduce Rashford, maybe rotate a few with the weekend in mind. I think they're in complete control as it stands.
You know, get a goal or two, rest a few. That would be plan A, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think Basel are there for the taking. They're not a good team. I think Jose can afford to be more positive, and as Rio said, bring Rashford on a bit more pace and really go for them. They're there for the taking, in my opinion.
OK, well, we'll look forward to the second half, see if Manchester United can break them down. Elsewhere this evening, well, earlier on, Moscow beat Benfica by 2-0, which means, of course, Manchester United, if they keep that scoreline, will go through as group winners. Paris Saint-Germain have now scored 21 group stage goals, which equals Borussia Dortmund's record set last season, and they've still got a game and a half to go. Neymar's been unbelievably good in that game with 2 goals. Chelsea, we saw earlier on, beat Karabag 4-0. If it stays goalless between Atletico Madrid and Roma, that puts Chelsea in the position that if they win that last game, they'll go through as group winners. They're already through, of course. Juventus 0, Barcelona 0. If it stays that way, Barcelona will go through. Messi's not playing this evening, incidentally. Sporting are 2 goals up, which makes it interesting between them and Sporting and Juventus if the results stay that way.